Hey, Promise Life team, we're talking November 2018 promotions, but remember this information is good for all time. So in November 2018 on Essential Rewards, you're gonna get for free Sacred Frankincense, okay? Now I know the first question in your mind is what is the difference between Sacred Frankincense and regular frankincense? Besides the fact that the labels are different colors, this one actually has a much smaller molecule. This one's called Boswellia sacred, right? This one's actually Boswellia carteri. So these are a little bit heavier molecules. This is really truly the oil for the ancient oil of beauty and for healing and for the skin. Not that this one is not, but these molecules are much smaller, much more volatile, so these very easily penetrate the sinuses. These really get up into your brain and hit the hypothalamus, and they really start working at this different emotional level. And it's different. Now remember, there's hundreds of different varieties of frankincense trees. So the Boswellia sacra is just one of them. Now here's a little story that I want to tell you about Gary Young, the founder of Young Living. And what he had done is for decades and decades, he has forged this incredible friendship with the sultans of Oman. And he was able to access their farm and get them in gear producing and exporting to the United States, and only for Young Living members, oils from their sacred frankincense trees that have been in these royal families for thousands of years. Okay, so these oils are these trees are beloved. They have to lovingly care for them, and they have to be able to last for generations to come too. So if any other oil company on planet Earth says that their oils are from Oman, guess what? They're not. Secondly, Young Living has a partner farm that they have in Israel that they have been able to take some of these sacred frankincense trees and plant and grow in Israel. So that's another place where we source frankincense from. But understand this, the Middle East is always unstable, so stock up on your frankincense above all other oils. You never know when's the last bottle you're going to be able to get. Gary Young is a master farmer, but he did bring frankincense trees and try to grow them in various different regions, and they love that dry, desolate, arid soil. They will not grow in places where the soils are rich and nutrient dense. There's something about that arid region, and that soil is the only place in the world where these trees will actually grow. So they're very, very precious. Frankincense has been valued since the beginning of time, like myrrh, far above the value of gold for its medicinal qualities, okay? But in particular, sacred frankincense is the oil they believe was the frankincense oil that was actually brought to the Christ child at Christmas, along with myrrh, along with gold, because of the preciousness of its nature. It, like I said, was valued more highly than gold. So immediately my question is like, well, why? But in particular, sacred frankincense really, really hits that hypothalamus. It hits that amygdala, that emotional center of our brain, and it really takes you to another level when you're on a spiritual journey, prayer, meditation. It just heightens the experience. It's used in all kinds of religious rituals since the beginning of time. What it really does is reduce all the brain noise, all of the stuff that's going on in there. It enhances your calmness. It allows your brain to better use its own abilities for learning and decision making. It gives you just this like level of clarity that's beyond anything else. But not only that, it's the ancient oil of beauty, much like this one is. So used for aging and skin, for wounds, for respiratory support, for mental fatigue, especially mood elevation, healthy blood pressure, healthy inflammatory response, healthy stress coping abilities. It's very calming and soothing to the nerves. So there's a couple of constituents that you can research, and I'm going to give them to you right here. One of them is aplha-pinene. So you can Google that. Or limonene, that's another one you can Google. Okay, this one I might have to spell. Para-cymene, para, and then C-Y-M-E-N-E. And then sabinene, S-A-B-I-N-E-N-E, if you caught that one. And camphene, C-A-M-P-H-E-N-E. The thing is that I can't tell you what this oil can do, but I can tell you the constituents in this oil, and you do a little homework and it will blow your mind, and you will understand why sacred frankincense is more precious than gold. So ideas for use: diffusing, because it's very grounding and it's uplifting and mood elevating and all of the things that we talked about, home and office, especially when you really want to focus your mind and achieve clarity of thoughts. but it's a skin oil. It's beautiful. So add it to your homemade moisturizers, add it to a face cream, incorporate it into your beauty routine. You can apply it neat to your skin. You can apply it to your temples, to your wrists, the neck, to, you know, pretty much anywhere on the body. It's a great oil for that. Apply it topically to bites or scratches or broken skin, because again, we want to help enhance the healing there. For respiratory support, you can mix it with a carrier oil and rub it over your chest, and just to bring you this like feeling of it really is a beautiful, beautiful oil, and we are so blessed to be able to get a bottle for free this month in our Essential Rewards.